Okay. Testy, testy. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Uh, it's going to be a very difficult stream. Very difficult. But we're going to get through it. I know I'm not alone. It was shocking. Shocking is the word I would use. I'm just decimated. He was a really, really good friend. He was a good friend. I wasn't always a good friend to him, but he was always a good friend to me. And we're gonna miss him. Our community's just not. It's not going to be the same. We've lost so many good people, not just from from them passing, but just no longer being a part of the community for whatever reason. I was watching the Focus On with Myrtle, and there was like 110 people in there, and so many good friends that are just no longer with us, or people that decided that they didn't want my friendship anymore, and I don't even know why. Some people even told me that we're not friends. We've never been friends, and I was surprised. Anyways, it's not about me. I know that there's a lot of people out there grieving, and it's so difficult when you lose somebody you care about. But Jenna P, good morning. Hi there. Hi, Annette. Hi, Huawei Sam. Lady Rorschach, hello. Aquarium Daily, hi there. It's good to see you. Are you, I saw something about you were on your trip. Are you back home? Looks like you went to Turkey, and you and Mark Strelson, you guys should get together for a trip. Sounds like you guys go to a lot of the same places, even though he's down there in Australia. Don't see Mark much these days. I don't know if I did something. We just don't. There's a lot of people like that. I just don't. They just don't come around anymore, and I don't know why. I don't know what I did. I see them elsewhere, but they just don't come in here anymore. Again, we're just. I don't know if the community's gotten smaller, or if I'm just getting more and more irrelevant, or what it is. But I'm losing my desire to do this. Just don't want to do it anymore. I think I'm just tired of all the loss. Nothing's getting better. Eric, hi Eric. Benjamin Peters, hello. Candy, it's good to see you. Jorge, Nancy B, First Class Fish, hello. Maria Z, so good to see you. Thank you for that text. It means a lot. Hi, Outside In, hello. Brookley Bell, good morning, miss. Hope you're doing well. Sandy Dowdy, hi there. Sandy, how's things? How you been? You think you might make it to the class this year? I know last year you were thinking about it, and it didn't work out. But would love to see you at the class. Love to meet you someday, Sandy. Lost for words. Sorry for not being overly chatty, but I'm here. Yeah. And I think most people are going to feel that way. I think most people are going to feel like that. It's again, I wasn't gonna do a stream, but then I was just like, I don't know. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. I know a lot of other people are already streaming and going about, but yeah, I don't know. Hi, June. Talking about Myrtle's Focus On with you, the paperback still makes me laugh. Yeah, that was all his idea. He wanted to pretend that he wasn't going to show his face on the Focus On. It was just going to be the bag, and he was actually thinking about doing it for like the whole first hour. Again, if you haven't watched that Focus On, you really should. You really should. It was a really good one. There was a lot of people, and go watch the chat. Go watch the chat, because that's where it's all at. you see all these names in the chat that just aren't with us anymore. People I haven't seen in forever or just stopped coming around. I still see them in other streams, but they just don't come around at all anymore or say hi or anything or respond. So, hi, Jeff. Hi, Patrick. It's been a while, Patrick. Yeah. He was nice to me with questions and etc. He's a very smart young man. Yes, he definitely was. Definitely. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining membership. That stream, I watched it twice now since yesterday. And just getting to see his face and talking to him again. That's the good thing about all of this is those people that are gone. We still get to see them. We still can sort of interact with them a little bit. That's the wonder of where we're at today. Thank you, Patrick. It didn't even do a filter. Hold on, I want to get you a filter. I don't know why it didn't do anything. It does that sometimes. Hi, Priscilla. It's good to see you. Here, let's go back here and where's it at? It's here, maybe if I close the Pokemon game. Here it is. All right, let's try this again and see if it'll actually work this time. Yeah, there you go. At least it's a Santa Claus one. That always feels fitting for me. That always feels like it belongs. Hi, Matt. They don't come in because my feet smell. It could be. Yeah, it could be. Feet are so gross. And I have difficulty washing my left one. So maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Yes. And please drop that link. I should have put that in the description. Jenna said, please consider signing the guest book on the legacy page for Myrtle. His family very much needs to know that he's loved and had friends right now. Yes. Please do. If some of the mods would drop that link. If you haven't gone over there, just a very quick note, please. So like Jenna says, so his family knows. Thank you, Matt. They definitely need to know. I don't know how much they know about our community, how much he had ever talked about us, but they need to know. They need to know what he meant to the community. Because he did. He meant a lot. He was, you ask anybody, there's people out there that don't like me. There's people out there that I don't like. We all have that, right? Not Myrtle. And maybe he did to his very, very, very close friends that he talked to every day, but he just was always positive and always looking at the bright side of people, because even the shittiest of us has a bright side. And he seemed like he always just saw that part of it. He didn't see this shitty part of it. He just always saw the best part of everybody. I never once saw him say anything to anybody that was rude. Jokingly, he had a great sense of humor and a surprisingly dirty one too. He had a very dirty mind, which is probably why him and I were, why at least I felt he was a close friend, was, partly because of that. Patrick lost your sister last Saturday. I'm so sorry. Audra Meyer, hi there. Watch the replay. Thank you for, just for, I'm sure there was a bunch of other. Hi, Vanosky. I said hi to Priscilla. Shit, what was I going to say? I'm sure other people have already done streams, talking about him. But I haven't watched any streams. I haven't watched anything. I have not been watching anything because of my own issues. But, that's the thing. You get so tied up in your own fucking issues that you forget about your friends. You're so in your own head that you forget to reach out and say, hey, buddy, I'm thinking about you. How you doing today? Just that little thing. Just that little fucking sentence would make all the difference in the world sometimes. It's important to reach out to people. We all have our issues, right? We all have our issues. We're all going through stuff. Some of us deal with it better than others, but we all are going through stuff. And sometimes you just got to put your own shit aside. Just set it aside for just 10 minutes and reach out to somebody. Let them know how important they are to you. Don't be so focused on yourself. Loved trying to get Jess to say crazy phrases on Ladies' Night. Yes, he was very good at that. He had a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of phrases that he would get Jess to say. And Jess being Jess being her sort of innocent self when it came to things like that, she would fall for them every time. Ladies' Night was a blast. Dee Dee and Jess and Shanners. And oftentimes Jenna would go up there, and a lot of different ladies from our community. And there was some guys too that would show up once in a while. But it was meant for the ladies, for them to stream and to have fun, Huawei said I was born in '85 and he was more of an adult than me. He was. He said in the Focus On that he was a very old soul. He's often been told that he was a very old soul. And I agree with that 100%. He just was. For such a young man, he was just had such poise and he was so witty. And man, I remember when I was his age, sort of. There's times I lived on the street at his age. I didn't have my shit together. It was all just about partying, finding that next girl. But Myrtle had his shit together. Had his priorities straight. He was going to school. He had good hobbies. He was... Hi, Lori. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Lori hasn't been joining us too often because she's been babysitting with the grandkids. So I'm jealous, Lori. I really am. Would love to be able to babysit some grandkids of my own someday. I never saw Myrtle's face, but he's always welcome in chat on my streams. Well, he's been on a lot of the streams with Steven and Kelly on Wet Your Plants. Always, had a lot of good information about different plants, very knowledgeable. But I'm honored to say that the very first time he ever streamed and showed his face was with me on the Focus On. And that was, a couple of years ago. And even back, 2 years ago or however long it was, I already considered him a close friend, and that friendship just grew over the last couple of years. And I think he was a lot closer to other people. I think he was very close to the Peas and to Annette and maybe Kelly. I mean, I know that there's other people that he talked to probably on an almost daily basis. So their loss, while it's not a competition, is even greater because they miss out on that person they talk to just about every day, Vinosky says my son admires all Myrtle's piano pieces. He was so talented. I've got the second disc, because I don't know what I did with the first disc, but I've got the 2-disc set of his music. And I listen to it when I want some ambient music. When I want something ambient, a lot of times I just tell, here, let me mute it. I tell, Alexa, I changed the name to computer, but I just say, hey, play some ambient stuff. But if I'm not there, if I don't do that, that's usually what I'm listening to as ambient. Because when I listen to music for the music, when I'm focused on the music, I like a singer. I like a lot of, I like somebody with a distinct voice. But that doesn't mean this isn't good. It's just that it's ambient. It was more for me, for the way I listen to music. It was more for the background. Hold on. I gotta push some buttons here real quick. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. I keep looking out over here because there was a pileated woodpecker on that ash tree. That's there. It's dead. It died this last year, that tree. And there was a very good sized pileated, and I actually got it set up so hopefully we'll be able to see it. It's come back like 3 times today, so I'm hoping it'll come back. Maybe once the snow is done. But it was a good sized pileated, and I haven't seen the pileated. I hear them all the time, but I don't see them very often anymore. I used to see one almost every day. There was a stump on the house that's our neighbors over this way, which actually would be this way for you. Our neighbors over this way, they had a stump in their yard that the pileated woodpecker came to all the time. Like almost every day it was there. So there's a lot of them in the area. And if you're a bird fan, the pileateds are just beautiful. They're one of the larger, or if not the largest, of the woodpeckers that are out there. Bigfoot said 3 weeks ago he lost her mom. I am so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. My parents are gone, but I was not close with my parents. So really, especially like when my dad died, I heard about it probably a week later, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. I never said hi to Peplin. Hi, Peplin. Hello, sir. First time I heard M say, fuck, I fell out of my chair. His tummy was impeccable. Yeah. Yeah, he was not when you look at Myrtle, when you look at him, he's dapper. Like Dapper Dennis, he was very, he always wore real nice clothes. He wore a tie quite often. He looked like he'd be uptight. If you just looked at him, if you were just shallow and just looking at the surface, you would look at Myrtle and think, man, that kid is uptight. And nothing could be farther from the truth. He was not uptight at all. He was not shy about, telling dirty jokes and dropping an F-bomb here or there and just being one of us, just being one of us. Yeah. All right, let's keep scrolling down here. Patrick said, I used to tell him that he'd have an old soul. Yeah, he said that. That he did have. Wow, misfit. Brennan, hello, sir. I hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in forever. It's been more than a year, and hope you are doing well, Brennan. Surf City, hello, hi Debs. But yeah, he did say in that Focus On that he had an old soul, and he did. He really did. He had and maybe this was only because he knew that he was well loved in our community. He knew that. He knew that. He knew that he had a lot of friends in this community. I know this for a fact. So maybe he felt comfortable enough to be himself. I don't know if he was like that in his day-to-day life. I don't know if at school, if he was a little more, stressed out and anxious and stuff. I have no idea because I never knew that side of him. I only knew the side that he showed us here. But I've known him for, 3.5 years. I did a shout out video for him more than 3 years ago, and he's the only person I ever did a shout out video for. Only one was Myrtle. Not that other people didn't deserve a shout out, but for whatever reason, he was the only one I ever did a shout out video for. And that video is 3 years old. And the way I understood him and what I felt about him 3 years ago, it only grew over the years, the stream didn't feel right unless Myrtle was in there. The times he wasn't on Witcher Plants, were worried about it. Where's Myrtle? It's not right. It doesn't feel right. The times he wasn't in streams on McStreamy on Saturday nights, when he wasn't there, it did not feel right. He had that effect. We'll see you, Patrick. Thanks again for the super chat. Thanks for dropping in. And thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Let me click that link there. And yeah, you might want to get some merch before it goes away. And maybe, I know some of you have talked to his parents recently. Maybe those people make sure that they're aware of that. I don't know that there could be an outpouring of people buying stuff, and there could be a little bit of cash there for them. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about his parents other than they must have been very, very supportive people to have turned out such an amazing young man. Eric, Pilliot are so cool, so big, reminds me of Woody Woodpecker. I love their mustaches that are sexually dimorphic. Yeah, that's funny that you say that, because the video that I did a short of the Pilliated, Woody Woodpecker theme was on there. So it's funny. Yeah, and I think that's what it was. I think Woody was actually, I think you're right. I could be wrong, but I believe that Woody was patterned after the Pilliated. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Okay, I got Patrick taken off. We never know, you never shout us out. Oh yeah, we know you never shout us out. Oh, gotcha. Heather Green, hello. Not that I don't have other friends in the community. Not that I don't have other people I care about. I mean, I know some people act like friends and they're really not. They, behind the scenes, they're, I know those people. But I also know I have a lot of friends, and not that those people didn't deserve a shout out, but he was just that much more. He was just like, I always called Dee Dee this too. I always say Dee Dee's the best of us, and Myrtle was too. He really was. He was the best of us. Again, just such a positive impact on our community. Snowing a little bit. It's hard to tell on here. It's actually snowing quite a bit. It's hard to tell on there. Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry, Michelle just texted me. She was homesick yesterday. Hold on, I just need to check what... Pileated or ivory build, yeah. And back then they would have at least seen some of the ivory build, right? Although they don't think that they're extinct now. There's not been any official sightings, right? Eric, you know better than I do. You're more of a birder than I am. I enjoy it, but you're good at it. Hi, Kirk. Always a pleasure, my friend. I miss you, Kirk. Fishymon. Linda Worth, hi there. Lumpy Dog, hello, Mr. Dog. Lumpy Dog. Xanadude. Jenna said we've also sent Myrtle parents a playlist for the videos he was on so they can see him and how the community actively supported him. Beautiful. That's good. Thank you. Okay, I do have a snarfer barf. I don't know if I was feeling like I wanted to do it or not, but I need to get these last ones from my buddy Ed over and done with. I've only got one package of stuff left, so I guess we should go ahead and try and do that. I still have some stuff from Keith too. I have some ramen and some other stuff. Hi, John. I have a few other things from Keith, KJE Aquatics, that I'm going to make into one meal, except for the candy. There's high C candy. There's a kimchi Pokemon kimchi ramen, which it sounds really interesting to me. I like kimchi, and I like ramen. So hi, Geek Boy. So I got that. But there's also a can of fermented sliced vegetables. So I thought I would taste them separately, but I was also going to move those and put them in with the ramen. I think that would sound really good. I did add another first class fish. Hi there. I don't think I said hi. I did add one more fish to our thing here too. And hopefully it's going to come up. You'll see what it is. Only one person I think knows what it is so far. I only told one person, but it's a funny one. I like the idea of it. What I'm trying to do with this is, again, this is all artwork from What the Fish, but what I want to do is start adding in inside jokes from over the last few years. Start adding those in as well, just to remind people about that occurrence, stuff like that. So, all right. Let's do this. So, again, there's 32 of these guys right here, the different fish. And at the end of March, I'll add another 10 of them. But by that point, most people will have gotten it. It's not the popcorn shrimp. That's in there somewhere, though, that's in there somewhere. The popcorn shrimp I haven't got to it yet, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I didn't. All right, these ones are all numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are all numbered. Okay, and again, for anybody who doesn't know, a snarf or barf, people send me stuff that's strange, something that's indicative of it's something that represents where they live. Indicative's not the word I wanted. It represents where they live. So people have been sending me this stuff now for a few months, just random stuff. Some of it's gross, some of it's stuff that they like. Jenna and Steven sent me a ton of really good stuff. Nathan, I'm not gonna say names, I already did, but so many people have sent me a lot of stuff. I've eaten different birds. If Ivory Build are half as hard, that's why no good photos. Half as hard to get a photo. Oh, they're up there, Elaine. I'm sorry. Hi, Elaine. Only grainy long range photos are possible. Ivy Build, yeah. I spent 3 years trying to photograph pileated and only got a few shots accidentally in game cameras. Oh, well then go watch the short from this morning. My short from this morning. It says pileated in there. Again, it's very zoomed in because I was sitting right here and I was at that tree out there, the tree that's right in the middle behind the clothes dryer. It was on that tree. That tree's dead, and it was on there, so I had to zoom in with my camera with my phone, and it's not, it's just a cell phone. It doesn't do once it gets into the digital zoom, it's crap, just like most of them. So it's not a great video, but you can tell that it's affiliated. And there's, it's about 40 seconds of it. And it came back again today. That's why I'm really hoping, that's why I set this up. I'm hoping, even though that is blurry, that we'll be able to see it. That's why I keep looking out there too. I'm hoping that it'll come back and get some more of the, whatever it was getting. Hopefully it was the ash borers that killed that tree. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, so the snarfer barf, people send me stuff. I eat it and describe what it is. Some of it's really weird stuff. Some of it's really good stuff. Some of it's in between. There's just a bunch of random stuff. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out. If you've got stuff to share about Myrtle, please do. Hi, John McKenzie. If you've got stories to tell, I'll read them out. I was thinking about doing an open panel, but you know what? I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So if you've got, stuff you'd like to talk about Myrtle, put it in the chat and I'll at least read it out. Oh boy, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Okay, here we go. This is number 2. Again, I have no idea what these are. Ed made these on a Saturday night stream that I was not in. And he told me I was going to go watch the replay, and he said, don't, if you want to be surprised. So I never went back and looked. I have no idea what a lot of this stuff is. Yeah, here we go. Most of this stuff has been very weird. Some of it's been pretty good, though. There was a couple things I really, really liked. And I've already forgotten which ones they were. He sent me 5 packages. Each one had 7 in there. Hi, Kenny. All right. All on popsicle sticks, Peplin. Cherries. Chocolate covered cherry was that first one. I never got to see Myrtle in the sweatshirt I sent him. What should we do? What should we do? What can we do? What can we do? I mean, other than, again, please drop that link, mods, if you would, for Myrtle's obituary and everything. But go over, at the very, very least, go over there and just, let them know how you felt about them. But I wish there was more we could do. I wish there was something we could do. I don't have the financial means to do shit, but I would love to do something else, and I just don't know what. I don't. It's weird because each one of them was smaller in size, but each one was a chocolate covered cherry. I think the first one was definitely a chocolate covered cherry, but I don't know. Oh, that was close. My teeth almost touched it. Look, the chocolate has saved me from actually having the stick in my mouth. So yeah, that was actually pretty good. I love chocolate covered cherries. I did not. It turned, so I didn't scrape the wood, but maybe it did a little something. Someone needs to do a line of merch to Remember Myrtle like we have in the cop past. It needs to be the right person too, though, so we know that whatever, goes to the right person. The proceeds. See, the camera doesn't catch it. It's snowing like really hard out there right now. And it just doesn't really catch it. It doesn't do a good job. It doesn't look like, it looks like it's just a little bit of snow, but yeah, it's coming down pretty good. This should be it. This should be it. Yeah, Aquarium Daily said, wow, somebody else who doesn't like wood in their mouth. I have a very strong aversion to tongue depressors and popsicle sticks. I don't normally eat popsicle sticks at all. I can't eat popsicles because of it. That's why it was so funny for Ed to make these. You could see the snow better was in the, when it was zoomed in. Yeah. Let's go back to that. There you go. Yeah, that does show up a lot better with the zooming. It's coming down pretty good right now. Watch, that's when the woodpecker will come back, and we just won't. We won't get to see it. Thank you, Candy. Myrtle, a special kind soul.
Yeah.
Oh, did it do a voice? Well, he is doing a voice. Hopefully you can understand me, and hopefully this is inappropriate. Now I feel like this is wrong, so I'm just gonna shut up for a minute until the voice does away.
There we go. There we go. Just a bit of a deeper voice. Okay. Okay. Myrtle would have loved it. Yeah. Surf City, people need to know they're appreciated and loved. Oh, I love that idea. Maybe every time the community helps one of our own. That's Surf City, that's a great idea. I love that idea. We got to figure out how we can help, push that a little bit up, But that's a great idea, the Myrtle Fund. Priscilla, I think there's an investigation. I didn't want to get into, how or why or any of that kind of stuff. Suffice to say, he's no longer with us, and we're not entirely sure why. I don't know if we'll ever know why. So, all right. I believe this is a starburst. I believe. See how flat they are? I believe he put starburst in these. Here we go. Damn it. Oh, the back one cracked off. Flowers would be good. Yes. If somebody, I don't want to put names out there, but if somebody who feels, they know the family enough or have talked to them enough, because I know they don't really know that, but there's certain people that have reached out to the family and talked to them. So if any of those people would like to put together like a GoFundMe or something like that, that would be great. Yeah, anyone here not on Fishcore would be a good place to talk and discuss that. Yeah, there's if you're not on the Fishcore, you should be. It's just a great tool. It's a great tool. You have to lick all the chocolate off stick. No, no, I am not doing that. This is actually shredded mini wheats. Hi, J Rock. Good morning, J Rock. When I heard, I instantly shouted, "Why?" Total respect for his family, privacy, and wishes. So young. Lady R said, I'm sending virtual hugs to you all. We will ride the storm as we all stick together and honor our fallen friend. Wound will never fully heal. It's, you know what people mean to you. You do. You know what people mean to you, but you don't really know until they've been taken away. Just like with most things that you really need and love, you realize how important they are when they're gone. If you're lucky, you realize that before. And again, I think deep down we all know it. We all know that Myrtle was important. We all know that, but when you know you're going to see him tomorrow, it's not near as important that you say hi today. And you just don't know. You just don't know that you're going to see them tomorrow. There's no way to know that. Oh, this one's not a number. All the rest were numbers. Oh, no, I guess not. There's XYZ. XYZ for you across the pond. This is a Y. Maybe it's, why'd you do this to me, Ed? Why'd you do this, Ed? Again, this one looks like a toothbrush. Hi, Tomatillo. Oh. Hi, Merrick. Oh. That tastes like a Starburst. It's very hard. Yeah, it's like a lemon flavored Starburst. Or yellow flavored. Sorry. I know this isn't a very fun live stream today, but the whole thing's not fun. It's not even really sticking. You see the mulch piles. It's barely got any on there. The mulch piles that have been there for what, 4 months now, something like that. I keep trying to get my son to go out there and start taking care of it. And the wood is so much wetter now. I mean, when it was dropped off, it was nice and dry. If he would have done it right away, it would have been so much easier. But he's waited, and now it's the piles, they're wet inside, so it's going to be way heavier. Oh, well. Here's what it is. I told him I'd pay him to do it. I don't expect them to do the extra chores. I expect dishes and do your laundry and, clean up after yourself and help out around the house, sweep and stuff like that. But I don't expect them to go out of their way to do that extra stuff. That's more my responsibility. But so I pay them when they when they do the extra stuff like that. I say they, but Aiden's the only one who really does the extra work. But he's a lot like his father before him, and he's a lazy fuck. Real friendship means that you stick around even when there are serious and difficult things going on. It's unreasonable to expect all fun all the time for people. Yeah. Rico Wood is always fun or wet. I agree with that. Although, no, never mind. Let's go. Why am I on this one? Because I keep wanting to show you the snow. It's beautiful out. I mean, I love snow. I really do. I love snow. But I'm over it. You know, like this week, I think will be it. I've said that before, but then at the same time, I also said, you know what, being so warm this early in the month, I bet we're going to see, you know, colder temperatures at the end of the month or even into April. So, yeah, tomorrow it's not even going to hit freezing for the high. And then it'll be around freezing for a couple of days. And then we finally get back to it and we're in the 50s again. So maybe that'll be it. Maybe that'll be it. Because, you know, when I just wish that spring here in upstate New York would spring on spring. You know, it would be there on spring. But so many times we still get a ton of snow in April and even into May. Sometimes April will be worse than March or not February. February is usually the worst. This year, February is nothing. It was the hottest February on record for us, and it was actually nothing. It was a little disappointing because I do like a really good snowstorm, like when you get snowed in, especially when there's, you know, let it snow, there's no place to go. I do enjoy a good snowstorm like that. J-Rock says 60s, almost 70 tomorrow. And Geek Boy loves snow that other people have to shovel and drive. And you guys got hit, right? You keep that wet stuff down there. And First Class Fish woke up to snow today, too. All right, let's do this next one. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, here we go. I've had these. It's some kind of little cookie that's got a filling in it. Thank you, chocolate. Oh no, it looks like there's 2 more Bean Boozled ones. We'll do one of those now. Hi, Ivy. Did you just come in just now, Ivy? How is Mark doing, Ivy? I never see Mark anymore. I see him in other streams, but he doesn't come in here anymore. I always feel like this is just me. This is how messed up my head is right now. I actually went early today because I do have a doctor's appointment this afternoon. We talk about heart stuff, lung stuff, and the new medicine. I weaned off of the Cymbalta, so I'll be starting a new medicine hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow. Depends on if they get it called in. Actually, no, because it probably won't be tonight. It probably won't be till this weekend when I can go get it. I don't know what I'm going to be taking yet for the bipolar stuff, but the Cymbalta did some physical stuff to me that I couldn't just overlook. So, Sketters, hi Sketters. I saw him last night. He's fine and no problem with you. Okay. See, that again, that's what I was saying. Is that just where, with all my fucked up head, when I don't see anybody come in the stream for a while, I just think like, oh, I probably said something, because that's what happens. That's what happens. I say something and don't even realize it, because I don't mean anything bad by it, but either it's taken the wrong way, or I say something that's incredibly hurtful and rude and don't even realize that I've done it, because I definitely don't mean to do it unless I do mean to do it. There's times when I mean to piss people off, but I don't enjoy it. And Killer Kitty, hi there, Holly, and thank you. And you got a good filter. I like this one. Hi, and thank you. I hope you're doing well, miss. That's just where my head goes, though, is, again, I was watching that Focus On with Myrtle, and it was about Myrtle, and had to make it about myself in my own head, because I was like, man, we had 110 people in there. I haven't even, today I think we might have hit 60, but that's a rare one, and it's because of the day. Most days now, even the Focus Ons are like 40, 50 people if I'm lucky, I said hi to Sketters and Ivy, and there's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Self-reflection, taking some time to care for one's mental health, priority. Yeah. Lurking at work, lurking at cameras to catch thieves, good times. Protecting the Lowe's. You guys didn't know that Killer Kitty's family owns Lowe's, did you? She doesn't. That's just the secret we're sending around. Everybody needs to do that. Rico, if you say something, I will tell you, so don't worry. I appreciate that. See, I appreciate the hell out of that, because I'm not just saying that. That has happened to me numerous times now, where somebody is upset at me and even reaches out just enough to tell me that, you know what, we're not friends anymore. But they won't tell me why. So I do appreciate when somebody tells me, hey, you know what, you said something that sort of hurt my feelings. Thank you. Thank you for telling me, and I'm sorry. Or, I'm not sorry, don't be such a dick. If you were being a dick. There's my buddy Whip. Hello, sir. Who else did I see? I saw Todd. Hi from the Netherlands. Wow. I didn't know, here on a business trip, I didn't know you were traveling. I'm totally out of the loop. Totally out of the loop. Big Steve, too. What's up, my friend? Sometimes when some of us are dicks, it's because we're projecting. Totally not talking about myself. Okay. This is an X. We're eating an X. I'm eating my X. Don't tell Michelle. Her name was Stacy. Well, that's not true. I mean, it is true. That's my ex-wife. But there was relationships between my ex-wife and Michelle, who I've been with for about 34, 35 years now. With her, we've been married. Stacy's mom, yes, she's got it going on. Okay, these have got to be Bean Boozled. Oh. Thank you, Jorge. I thought of you today, and it's very racist. There was a TikTok, white guy and his Mexican friend, and his they were going back and forth with like white people kryptonite and Mexican kryptonite, and it was just funny. It was funny. His friend, the white guy's friend, held up a jar of mayonnaise, and showed it to his face, and he was like, it's so spicy. It made me laugh so hard. It was funny, just going back and forth with stuff. Hi, Salient. Sketty. I understand. And I'm the same way, though. I will sometimes tell people I wouldn't have it any other way. Sometimes I'll just reach out and say, hey, what did you mean by this? And a lot of times that makes the other person upset and instantly defensive. I don't say anything. I just say, hey, I'm just curious, what did you mean by that? And then they'll get upset and start attacking me, but I wasn't, well, anyways, let's not even talk about that. All right, let's do this one. No idea what this one is. Oh, I think it's more Bean Boozled. I think the last three of them are Bean Boozled. I really think they are. That's not Bean Boozled. Look how purple that is. I can't taste it. It's jelly bean consistency, but again, the chocolate just overrides it, and I can't taste it at all. There, look at that. Hi, Scotty. No idea what the flavor is of these very cool looking purple jelly beans. What would purple be? Grape? Did I ever tell you the grape ape story? There we go. It is grape. Well, it is grape. That last one had the least amount of chocolate on it, so I could actually taste the jelly bean. It was a great one. Salient, these are, Jesse, these are the last of the popsicle stick treats that my buddy Chattanooga Ed sent. Brandon, hi Brandon, B-Wizzle. Next time someone sends things on popsicle sticks, no bailing them out with the chocolate on the back of the stick. It's been my saving grace. It really has, because the chocolate is thick enough that my teeth aren't actually touching the stick. So it's there's a couple of times. There was a couple of times. Oh. Couple of times, yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. I totally lost my train of thought there. Oh, a couple of times my teeth did hit the stick. One time you could hear it because it like jumped, and you could really hear it. Okay, so again, I'm pretty sure that's another Bean Boozled or jelly beans, and this is the last of all the stuff that Ed sent. He sent 5 packages of these with 7 in each one. So he made a ton of stuff for me. So again, huge thank you to my brother Ed. I wonder if they make edible sticks. Back at you, Brandon, and you're right. You're right. Sam just dropped the Myrtle's links. That very first one is very important. If you would please click that link, go there, and just let Myrtle's family know. It doesn't have to be a big long, you don't have to write a dissertation, you don't have to, just go let them know that how important he was to our community. They need to know that there was a lot of other people out here that felt about him the way that they do. Yes, they need to know their dorky little old man child was loved across the world. Thank you, Matt. And yes, that's exactly it. It's a good way to describe. Yeah. And if you can, maybe buy some of his merch, and hopefully, that will get to his family. I don't know that I don't know anything about his family. I'm sort of making an assumption that they are at least pretty well off. I'm not saying that they're rich people or anything. I have no idea. But just from the little conversations and just knowing Myrtle like I do, I just feel like his family was at least, if not rich, at least successful. I just feel like there was that push and that drive and everything for him. So, but I don't know. I don't know anything about his family at all. I couldn't, I remember his first on-screen appearance. I'm like, holy crap, he's a baby. Also, he dresses amazing. His first on-screen was with me. I'm proud to say that. I said it earlier too, and yeah, I'm 100%. Now he did do a couple of streams where it was just music playing and a focus on his fish tanks, and maybe he talked a little bit. I don't remember if he talked, but the very first time he showed his face was on the focus on, and I made him promise that I would be the first person that he did a live stream with, and I was, and I was honored. Again, even back then, again, that was a couple of years ago. He was a very good friend. He was one of my favorite people. He's still to this day. He's always been one of my favorite people. I try my best to surround myself with positive people because, the negativity sometimes gets out of hand. I have enough negativity for all of us. So I try to surround myself with positive people, and Myrtle was definitely that. If nothing else, he was probably the most positive person that I personally knew. Is flavored tongue depressors a food item? Can I eat it? I'd have to be able to actually eat it, I was there. Yeah, you were, Matt. You were there. I was watching that stream, and there was like 110 people in that stream, and that was pretty much the regular for back then. For the focus-ons, at least, we'd get 100 people quite often. I mean, with Corey from the co-op, obviously we had like 230, and Dean, those big names, there was bigger, but even for some. Myrtle at the time didn't have any. He only had a few fish videos, but everybody wanted to know who he was. And when I watched that video, the thing that got to me the most, other than seeing Myrtle's face, were all the people in the chat that just don't come around anymore or are no longer my friends. That I've either done something that I didn't know about or whatever, because again, a couple people have told me specifically they just don't want anything to do with me anymore, and they don't want to tell me why. No idea why. I don't know what I did, and it was just so many people in that stream that are no longer in our community, either for their own choice or they just don't come around my streams at all anymore. I don't see them anymore, and that hit hard. It really did. Seeing all those names of all those people that I had so much fun with, and they're all just gone. They're all just gone. It makes me not want to do this anymore. Coming up on 4 years, and I don't know. I'm losing my desire, I think, to do it. Just the streams just don't get traction like they used to, which, again, everybody says it, and I say it myself. I shouldn't care about the people, the amount of people watching. Well, I do, especially when it gets less and less all the time. You think as time goes on, your channel grows. It has, but live stream views have come down farther and farther. But again, sheer honesty, I'm in the middle of dealing with the mental health issue, changing medications and things. And it would be dumb to make any type of decisions right now because I'm not thinking right, especially with what just happened with Myrtle. And I'm not thinking right. So I shouldn't make any decisions about anything right now. Hi, Car. What's going on? Thank you, Jesse, for leaving a message. I do appreciate it. Yeah, if everybody could. Hi, Lando. Dan Slee, it's been a long time. Hi, Dan. Hope you're doing well. Hello, sir. Yeah, again, it's just I was talking with Whip the other day about it too because I try not to put all of my burden on one of my friends, right? Like sometimes I reach out to this friend with issues, and sometimes I reach out to this one because I don't want to put it always on the same person all the time. I'm burdensome. I know that. I know I'm a burden to my friends, even regardless. Even though they would never say that, I know that I am. And so I try not to always do the same person. I try to spread the misery around a little bit. But even with talking with Whip, I said, it's probably a lot of it is just this going through the process with the medications and everything and getting back on board. And again, I have an appointment in 2 hours, and we're going to talk about the new medications. And I love that it's telemedicine too. I love that. I love because everything. I live in a very rural location, and everything's a distance away, so it saves so many resources by doing the telemedicine stuff. And it's with my doctor. It's not like it's a different doctor, and it's my doctor that I will be talking to. So it saves her time. It saves me time. It's just better all the way around. And I love telemedicine. I'm glad that it came out when it did. Hi, Melvin. What's up, Melvin? Man, the live stream. The focus on it's on my community tab, Jesse. If one of the mods wants to go get it, but if that's the one you're talking about, I put it in my community tab. See you, Dan. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. It's been a long time. It was one of my favorite focus-ons, and there's been a lot of really good focus-ons. The guests make that happen, right? And there's been a lot of really fun ones that I look back on and I just absolutely loved. And Myrtle's was one of those because it was so comfortable talking to him. I'd already known him for a couple of years. Hi, Zenny. I'd already known him for a couple of years, and I was comfortable with him. I felt like I already knew him enough to know what kind of person he was and everything. So there we go. A couple people dropped it there too, Jesse. I miss doing the focus-ons, but I've got a few people left. I've got like 5 people on my list that have signed up. That's it. That's all I have left. There's not a lot of interest in them these days. Even the last one I did wasn't, didn't get a ton of views either. Those, like I said, those have all just dropped massively. But I've only got like 5 people signed up for the focus on. So we might be running to the end of that as well. That might be done. I haven't decided if I want to do the refocus thing. We'll see. Rocky and Miles, hello, sir. Where was I at? She don't even Zoom anymore. She just calls me for your telemedicine. they have a platform. I don't remember what it is, Metadent or something that they go through that I have to sign in and, for all the HIPAA stuff to make sure it's secure and everything. These streams are a part of who you are for the last 4 years. That's a long time. Do you think your days would be more fulfilling without your streams? Oh, no, the streams have been good for me. No. The streams overall have been good for me. It's just that I'm whining. I'm just whining, okay? It's just when you're going backwards. When at the first part, it was always just a little bit more. There was always a couple more people in there, a couple more people, and all of a sudden something happened, and I'm way back down to where I first started. And it just, it still gets to you. You think, what did I do? And I know that the community changes and all that stuff. Anyways. Yeah, there you go. What Matt said right there. If you forget any of these links, Myrtle Music, YouTube, guest book, focus on wet your plants and more. There you go. Myrtle Sing. Thank you, Matt. A memoriam for him too. Hi, Shady Grady. What's up, Mike? Kelly Foreman. Hi, Dr. Foreman. What did I do? Oh, you can't barely see it. I've been trying to surround myself with more things that friends have sent me. So here's the Afternoon Delight book that we read from time to time. Ed sent me this for a birthday present. This is part of what the Peas sent me for a birthday present. Of course, I got the second CD of his amazing music, and one of the Peas magnets right there, which I have 3 of now. I got the other 2 right here, but you can't see them because they're on my the metal. There isn't a lot of metal in my room. There really isn't. I noticed that the other day when I was talking about those magnets. There's just not a lot of metal in my room. It's mostly wood. It's mostly wood and plastic, but there's not very much metal, so it's difficult to find places to do stuff. So I don't see any of these that you have sent me a lot of those, but I don't know where to put those because you know where I want to put them. Dogs are barking. Check out that link on fishfam.link. Big Steve. I don't know. I don't think his music is on his merch page. No, it's not. It's mugs and mouse pads, desk pads, puzzles. There's a sweatshirt. Thanes on a sweatshirt. Thanes on a shirt. I like the name. Vibrant Tank mug. That is pretty cool. The Vibrant Tank mug. That might be what I get. That is beautiful. Here, let's take a look at this. Which one am I using? Is it Window Capture 2, I believe? Yeah, I believe that's it. Hold on. Let's put this right here, and that'll work. And then we just need to show it. That's a very cool mug. Looks like it wraps almost all the way around. And only $7.20 plus the shipping. So $6 estimated. So yeah. $14. $14. Oh, this one says $15.99. Oh, standard. That's sort of weird. Standard cost. $15.99, $6.39. Anyways, it's a very nice mug, and not too expensive. I'm going to order a couple of the desk mats, Geek says. Snoochie Booch, hi Richard. Hope you're doing well. Coro, I didn't say hi to Coro either. Hi, Coro. And I think I got everybody that's come in so far. See ya, Jesse. That's nice. Shipping to the UK is $16. Gotcha. There's a bunch of cool stuff, though. You know, this is all the different stuff. Thanes on a sweatshirt, Thanes on a shirt. Polka stem and tumbler. A puzzle. But again, I'm hoping that I hope this money. If a bunch of people do buy from here, I want to make sure that people know, or that his family knows how to get that money. You know, that would be something I would worry about. That they weren't even aware of it, and who knows? It might only be a few bucks, but just being able to see all the people who have ordered from him and wanted to get his merch, you know, that would. I don't know. I think that would mean a lot. I think that would mean a lot. All right, let's get rid of this. 12:40. I think we're going to go till 1 o'clock and stop there. What is today? Today is Wednesday, so I don't know who's after me today. I don't think anybody is. I think later today, Jeff Pelham, I think, goes at like 3:30. The website is in the links there that they were just posted. It's Huawei posted it up above. The obituaries and oh no, that's just a fishfam.link, but all of that again is at fishfam.link. Fish Room today? No, I think they're on Thursdays, right? Unless they changed it. So Fish Room and JT Keeping Fish are both on Thursdays at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But you can look at the calendar. They were on Thursdays. I know for a fact they were. I don't know if they changed it. Again, I haven't been watching anything. I haven't. It's been probably a month since I've really watched more than a stream a week. And we're not going to get to see the pileated. But again, if you go watch the short, at least you can see it. It's a little bit clearer than that picture right there. And at least it's a little bit better than that. I got to mow the lawn. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's in March and I've got to mow the lawn. I'm just waiting for a warm day so I can get out and change the oil on the Ryder and charge the battery and stuff. Snoochie Booch. Nothing. Nothing new in the fish fam. Nothing new, or excuse me, in the fish room. Nothing new at all. My Gudea colony is just exploding, and I've really been putting some strong thought into redirecting myself to live bearers. You know, I've been thinking, not guppies. I'm done with guppies overall. I keep them to put in the pond and to just to muck guppies to take to give away at the Clash. But I'm only doing, that's all I'm doing that for. But I'm thinking I want to get into maybe some more of the Gudeids, maybe some Limias, some Mollies, just a bunch of different of the live bears. I think there's some interesting ones, and they just seem, for me, they're just so much easier. They're just so much easier to spawn and everything, you know. Sometimes Berto goes on Wednesday afternoon. He hasn't in forever. Yeah. He hasn't in forever. He used to be on the calendar even, but he stopped. And I haven't seen him go in forever on Wednesdays. He used to go like at 1:30. Priscilla says, I can't wait till we move and I can get back into shrimping. I need to get some shrimp too. And Geek Boy said that there were some really cool looking bumblebee platies. I'd like to see those at my LFS not too long ago. Almost got. I generally hate the look of platies, but these looked really nice. Aquarium Daily said JT is streaming Thursday. I got told off for streaming over his. Well, I mean, nobody should ever do that. Nobody owns any of the slots. Nobody owns any of the spots. So if you stream at the same time as somebody else, oh well. Now, Do I still sort of try not to do that too much? Yes, but if I do, I do. And a lot of people stream at the same time. I do at nights. I mean, a lot. Sometimes there's 4 or 5 streams going on a Tuesday night when I'm doing a focus on. It is what it is. There's not a lot of free places in the afternoons and nights these days. So people got to stream when they can stream. And again, nobody owns anything. Snoochie says, I've never kept live bears, bought some Jinja Ruba, but they didn't make it through quarantine. That sucks. I just seem to have good luck with live bears, and I think they just seem so much easier to me than all the egg scatters, egg layers, all the rest of them. They just... I just have better luck with them. I don't have to worry about mops. I don't have to do anything. I just keep the water decent and feed them, and they just blow up. They just go crazy with breeding. It's been that way for all I've kept since I got back into it has just been the 2. So I guess that's not it's not a lot of. There's not a lot of choices. It's not a large group. There's only, the Godaids and the Guppies of the only live bears that I kept since I got back into keeping fish 4 years ago. June will be 4 years. About 15 minutes. Hi, Laura. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'm sure we'll see a lot more, video streams and videos about Myrtle. Maybe I don't know. Jenna, are you still here? Jenna, are you compiling those videos and putting them into a playlist, or how do we get that over to his family? And what's the easiest way, do you guys think, so that they can see all these different videos, the tributes to him? Berto goes 7 at Central on Sunday. Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's about right. Talked to him about that to say I was sorry I can't catch. Yeah, I don't watch any Sunday streams, but I'm streaming with Tennessee Fish Mafia at the same time. Yeah. Berto goes some other times too. Thank you, Geek Boy. That was a good one that Dee Dee did. Steven has compiled a playlist to send over videos that Myrtle appeared on. Okay. All right. Matt and Jenna or whoever, maybe Discord or something, and keep us in the loop. That way, if somebody has a video they create, we can make sure to add that to it. I would just love to see, them just inundated with all these videos of people talking about them. Oh, that's scary, Priscilla. That's scary. I've been through that. It wasn't cancer, but they didn't know what it was. When I was first diagnosed with RA, they didn't know what it was, because I also had I had a very, very high RF, but I also had, my liver function was messed up. So we didn't know. And that was the scariest time, is not knowing. So I understand where you're at right now. And hopefully when they come back, that'll be good answers. There'll be good answers. Okay. Oh, yeah. Drop your links to videos there as well. Thank you, Jenna. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. And that makes it so much easier on you guys, too, for anybody that, here we are rocking the clap. Yeah, you're right. rocking the clap. I'm just to clarify though. I don't know if Matt has the clap, but I do not. but yeah, not a lot of men get RA. I think it's something like 11% of the population in the United States has RA, but only something like 10% of that 11% is men. I'm sure that those numbers are wrong now. It was a long time ago, but yeah, it's not generally something that men get. And not to joke around, but I was thinking breast cancer is probably the next thing on my list, just to fill things out. But again, that's a great idea, is being able to go to the legend page and drop your links for your videos there, so their family can see it. Yeah, Melvin, nightmare year. I lost my mom, aunt, uncle, cousin. That's like MNC too. MNC went through that and lost a ton. I'm far closer to you guys than I am to any family other than my wife and kids. It's just what it is. Just because somebody is family doesn't mean that they're family. Just because they're a blood relative, they could be a shitty person that you've cut ties with for whatever reason, and you find your own family. And I lost my mom a long time ago, my dad a few years ago. I still have a brother and a sister. Haven't talked to either one of them in, well, it's probably close to a decade. I'd say the same when my in-laws visit me a lot more than any of you do. That's true. All right, I feel like now's a good time to end. Thanks again for those super chats and the membership thing, Jeff. I don't know about tomorrow. Again, streaming when I feel up to it. What? Why is she outside? Is she on her leash? I think Michelle's walking her, but staying out of the camera. She probably is watching, so she knows to stay out of the camera. She's on her harness. We don't take the dogs out unless they're on the harness. So that's 11. And Michelle's probably watching, so she's probably standing out of the out of the view, so you can't see her because she's smart. But that's little Miss 11. Look at that fluffy tail. She's a good dog. She really is. I mean, she's got a little bit of that small dog, the Napoleon syndrome, but overall, she's a pretty good dog. It's weird. I had a molar pregnancy and needed surgery on Thanksgiving, and after result is trophoblastic disease. It starts in the womb. God, good curable rate. Luckily, not too worried yet. See you, Snoochie Boots. Zenny, I understand. I saw your message on Discord. I'll get back to that. Thanks, everybody. Oh, God. What are we going to do with that? Myrtle's on the top of the list. What do we do? I mean, I only give away $25 as merch. I don't really want to send that to his parents. It seems, but I'm going to do some type of, some type of memorial thing. Send his family a piece of Myrtle's merch. There you go. Benjamin Peters, I have a friend whose 12-year-old daughter was just diagnosed with juvenile RA. Do you have any advice for her? That's tough. Especially for a 12-year-old. I would say first and foremost, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. You see somebody else that has the same disease as you, doesn't mean you have the same disease. I know that sounds weird. It's different for everybody. So find what your limits are and live those limits. Don't push yourself. It's so hard when you have a flare-up. You're in bed, you feel like crap, you can't walk. and then you're feeling better a few days later, a week later, whatever it is, and then you push yourself because you got to get caught up on stuff. And maybe a 12-year-old doesn't think about that stuff as much, but then you're pushing yourself because you want to accomplish all those things that you didn't get to do while you were in bed, and then you end up giving yourself another flare-up or overdoing it and hurting yourself. Find a doctor that's going to listen to you as well, because some doctors will just say, oh, well, this is what you're going to take, and this is all you're going to take. You're going to take Humira and methotrexate, and they don't want to change up. Well, if those drugs don't do it for you and they don't want to change it, get another doctor. Get another doctor and keep going until you find the one that's going to listen to you and prescribe something that actually does work for you. Hi, Mike. What's up, sir? Thank you for the email. That's I think that's most of my advice. There's other people in our community too that have it, have RA. So do flowers with the $25 and make a Myrtle command for members to use in place of sign-in. Yeah, definitely going to use a Myrtle command of some sort so people can do something. I don't know what. Do we want his face? Do we want Myrtle to pop up, or is that just too much? I do like the idea, though, about maybe sending somebody there a piece of his merch and say that he won because of. I'll just explain that we play. I don't know. I'll explain it that everybody got together, but it seems so little. It seems such a little thing. $25 seems like such a little amount. Being young and female must make finding a good doctor that listens extra difficult. I agree with that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's bad enough for men, but yeah, women get it way worse. And being young as well. Her parents need to really step up for her and make sure that they aren't just listening to any doctor. Listen, I have a ton of respect for doctors. I trust doctors. I do. But doctors are human and they do make mistakes, and not every doctor is the perfect doctor for you. So her parents need to step up and make sure that they're finding that right doctor for her. Excuse me. Instead of a horn, please no face yet, it'd kill me. Yeah. Oh no, don't start doing that, guys. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. I feel like
if we're going to do that, we should do
somehow differently, because and first of all, thank you very much. Thank you. But, Google takes their part of it, and that comes to me. And even though I'm going to do something if he wins, even if he...
I'd rather people not send me the money in order to do that, because I need the money. We're struggling. So I'm just saying that. I'm not looking for money. I'm not asking for money, please. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't want to be the contact person to bring in any of that kind of stuff. I'd rather it go directly to them, or we don't use Google to do it because they take 33% or whatever it is. It'd be better if somebody else was the contact person and we focused all of our resources to that person. So thank you, Heather. But I'd rather people not, send it my way to help out with that. Does that make sense? I'm sorry. There's all kinds of stuff. Hi, Jay. Clip one of his songs. By the way, it's nice to see some of us have been listening to his Spotify. Yeah. I don't use Spotify. Otherwise, that's pretty cool, though. And Jay, you are. I don't know. Can you drop links for Spotify? Do they have like a webhook of some sort or something, or do they have a way to drop links for that, to share it? maybe put it on your, because I'm going to leave here, but maybe put it on your community tab or something, or it's probably on fishfam.link, right? I'm just overthinking it. It's probably on fishfam.link. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, Geek Boy, I'm right with you. We're of the same mind on a lot of that kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. Yeah. Talk to your friends. Just reach out. Let them know that they matter. Just let them know what you're thinking about them. You don't have to do it every day, but in this community, nobody should be going without communicating with the rest of us, because everybody in this community has a friend. I know that. So if you don't feel like you have a friend, I'm sure you do, and I'm sure people care about you. All right. Everybody take care, and thanks for everything. We'll see you when we see you. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I would like to get back to a daily schedule again to do the noon stream, but I don't know what the new medication's going to be. I don't know how long that's going to take me to get used to it. I don't know how it's going to affect me. Everything's just so up in the air. You'll see me when you see me. Just know that I am out here. If you don't see me in the streams, I'm okay. I'm doing fine as I can do, and and thank you, Coral. All right, I'm gonna